Hey guys, welcome to my channel. We're out here in the garage and this is my first video. I'm basically just gonna give you guys an introduction and tell you the kind of stuff that the kind of content that I'm gonna be bringing to you guys over the next few months after the beginning of the new year. So basically on this channel I'm gonna be featuring various videos of working on the race car, and also certain things like taking you to drift events with some basically onboard footage and really cool things like that. Kind of give a feel for a lot of the people who've never really been to one. And I'll also be putting out random videos of things like do-it-yourself fixes for, you know, just random things that I end up working on throughout the weeks. And I feel like it might just be good information to put out there, or whatever, you know, stuff that you guys might find interesting. And yeah, so I want to start this video off basically introducing myself. My name is Jeff and I'm a grassroots drifter from Livermore, California. I have been drifting for just now finishing 2 years, and fuck, I have a great time doing it. It's always good. Good stress reliever. It makes the weekend so much more worth it, that's for sure. Some people might recognize my car. I have a silver M3 convertible that I occasionally drive out at Sonoma Raceway for the Sonoma Wednesday night drifts.
But it's all the same. If you wanna play a game, I'll live for a moment, I'll take it and try. Just burn that flame.
And also run it in the Stockton Outlaw Drift Series at the Stockton Fairgrounds. Like I said, I've been drifting for about 2 years, but I've been working on cars for much longer, probably more around 10 years. And my very first drift car I had was my daily at the time. It was a black 325 IS coupe BMW E36, and it was 93, so it came with the M50 motor, which didn't have a lot of power, but it was really plenty enough to learn on. Other than having the diff welded, the car was completely stock for my first event, and it did okay, maybe. I don't know. I'll put a clip in and let you guys be the judge of that. But, basically, my first event was at the end of 2015, and it was at Thunder Hill Raceway skid pad with, I think, Speed Dynamics, which I believe now is known as Speed SF, but I might be wrong on that. I'm not entirely sure. All I knew is I didn't do very good, but I had a fucking blast, and after that I knew I was gonna be doing that the next year. I knew by the time Sonoma opened the next year, I will have the car fully ready to go slide and get in trouble and all that shit. So, and I did. By then, I took my first car to about maybe 5 or 6 events total before I ended up sliding into a wall, and that happened to be another Speed SF event that was at Sonoma. I'll put a clip in right now so you can see. But yeah, that was the end of that car. Basically, it twisted everything up. The chassis was total. There was no saving it without spending hordes of money. So basically, I was on the hunt for a new car after that. I found this 328 convertible on Craigslist, and that thing ended up being a total pile of garbage. We're not even going to get into that. I passed that up. The very next day, I found the M3 convertible for sale in San Jose, and it had a killer deal for the price. There were some issues with the title, and it had some back fees, but I wasn't really worried about that because I was looking for something that was going to be track only. So I contacted the guy. He was good for having me come look at it. I hit up my buddy Charlie, and we went straight down there. I got in it, we test drove the car, instantly loved it, cash in hand, bought it. We were back in the game right then. So I drove that thing back home, and I want to say the next day I already had the interior gutted and was already transferring parts from my 325 over to the M3, anything that was salvageable. A couple things got fucked up. One of the coilovers broke in half, so that was done. I had to order a new BC Racing coilover. One of the camber arms in the rear is completely shattered. That was just some eBay junk. I got new eBay junk ones, so if those shatter, then I'll eventually get something a little better. But you know, we kind of just playing it by ear, kind of play it casualty to casualty, I should say. But so pretty much, yeah, I got that M3 done. Let's see, so my 325 I crashed in at the end of May. I want to say I had that M3 going by the very beginning of August. I had it completely ready. I hit the first Sonoma event in August with my buddy at the time. Had his car he was building, he just finished it, so that was his first event for that car, my first event of that car. Needless to say, we spun all over the track and did all kinds of crazy things. It was fun. But yeah, that was basically, that's where I consider the beginning right there. Was last year, yeah, 2016. I ended up making that car held gray all year. I went to Winter Jam in it, made it through that. It wasn't until 2017 when I really started picking up my skill. That's when I started drifting at the Outlaw Drift Series at Stockton. And basically, if you guys haven't been there or don't know about it, it's really good for a beginning venue, because basically there's nothing you can hit. It's wide open. There's drivers of all skill levels. They don't care what kind of car you bring, as long as you pass standard tech. A few safety things: gotta have a helmet, you know, batteries down, wheels secure, windshields are all good, you know, things like that. Just basic, very basic things. There's no walls out there. Everything's cone course, so you can't really hit anything other than other drivers. But really, it's up to you how close you're gonna get up to another driver, you know, unless you got someone hot on your ass. I recommend you don't lead the pack, you know. But anyways, I've already been rambling on for 8 minutes, so we'll leave the intro at that. We might get into more stuff about me later, but you know, we can leave that for another time. I'm not too worried about getting that out there. I'd rather give you guys interesting content instead of rambling out of screen for 10 plus minutes. So that's enough for the intro. Basically, let's see. So I plan on doing like a full breakdown video of the M3. I can't do it now because it's pretty dark out, and I don't have a shop. I literally work out of, as you can see, I work out of my garage and my driveway, so kind of limited on the light, especially at this time of year when it gets dark really early. So maybe tomorrow I'll go do a little breakdown on the M3, kind of give you guys a little walk around on the stuff I did to it. I can even show you some of the stuff that has been in there since the old car, and some of the stuff that I've added later on, some of the stuff that's broken over the season, some of the stuff that's breaking now and that I'm planning on changing out or whatever. Stuff I like about the car, stuff I don't like about the car, future plans, all that. That'll all be in the next video. I'll get all that down. Like I said, this is just the intro. So, alright, let's talk about some other things that you can expect to see on this channel coming up in the next few months. Let's see. So the race car is going to get more angle. First off, we'll be putting more angle in the M3. I got these. I don't know how well the light is. I'll try to show you these bad boys. Got these control arms, it's custom White Daddies. Nice spiracles in the end. So I'm gonna try to get those on the car next. That would probably be the next mod I do on the M3, and that of course is most likely gonna be after the shit, my camera's upside down. Maybe not. That will most likely be after this event. I'm going to Stockton, actually. Stockton, the Outlaw Drift event. We're going this Sunday, so I'm gonna try to get some footage of that too. I'll get some. All I have really, I have a GoPro on my cell phone. I don't really have anything good for equipment yet, but we're gonna work on that. I'm gonna try to get better equipment. This is what we're gonna have to work with for now. Sorry guys, deal with it. My GoPro, I'm on my cell phone right now. My GoPro's obviously got a little bit better quality than the cell phone does. But like I said, we will work on that. We will work on getting you guys some good quality videos coming up. Another thing I plan on doing in the future is I want to pick up another car that will kind of be more of like a daily drifter type of build, and it's basically something that I can thrash about in while I have my M3s in downtime, because I really want to get the M3 kind of more of like a Pro-Am spec build for when and if the Pro-Am ever comes back to Northern California. I'd like to be ready for it and at least try it, at least try to go out there and have some fun in there. I don't know how competitive I'd be in a stock S52, but I mean, you don't know until you try. So I want to get the M3 kind of fully caged and built for, higher speed tracks, more danger, more fun, yeah. And then kind of have just like more of like a general daily beater car that I can, drive around and get practice in and all that good stuff. Take to the Stockton events and stuff like that. And it's most likely gonna have to be street legal. I don't really want to have to trailer it everywhere. I want to be able to drive to events, maybe just throw some tires in the back, go race them. That's it, or whatever. So it most likely will be something with a stock engine that will be reliable and able to get me to and from events in one piece, that I won't have to spend a whole lot of money fixing every week, like some things. We won't get into those. So it will basically just be subject to things like I'll put some coilovers. I might throw some angle at it, not too much, maybe just some like small amount. Obviously welded diff, easy stuff. I mean, I can drive daily on a welded diff. I did it before. It's not terrible, but I mean, I got my Tundra for the rain, so it's not too bad. That's another thing I'm gonna be adding some videos on, is I got a lot of maintenance I need to do on the Tundra. So I think I'm going to be doing a video on Tundra brakes, shocks, tranny service, a few other things, just a few maintenance things. I've had the truck for about 1.5 years, and I haven't really done anything other than change the starter, and that's pretty much it. And the window regulator is going out on it, so that'll be another good video we can go over. What else? Also, when we get when I do get the car, the beater practice car or whatever, we're gonna go through and go over some of the basic stuff to like get a car driftable, basically like the bare minimums that you'll need to slide. And we'll also go over some safety, because a lot of people aren't up on their safety game, and I think that's very important. Safety is the main thing, because we don't want anyone out there getting hurt or hurting other people. So anyways, my phone's about to die, so I gotta cut this video down. Basically that's all I have as far as rambling for right now. There'll be plenty more to talk about as we go, so I'm just gonna leave this video at that, and there'll be more content to follow in the upcoming weeks. So be so kind to like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment below things you want to see, anything, suggestions, whatever, and we'll see you guys later. Good night.
Good things, good things, good things, good things about to come my way.